All right. So what are we watching tonight?
We're watching The Witch.
Neither of us have seen this movie. What do you know about The Witch?
It looks like a really cool, scary movie about a witch. I really don't know anything. Honestly, from the trailer that I saw, which was a while ago, I don't even really remember it all that well. It looked really eerie and like it wasn't really telling you much of anything, but it made me think of if M. Night Shyamalan actually did a good movie. That's what I thought of when I was watching the trailer. But like I said, if he did a good movie.
And that's all I've seen about the movie too. I know a little more about it because I had a friend who saw it, and he told me that it's one of those slow burn, atmospheric sort of build movies, which are my favorite personally. I like things that really build atmosphere and then build themselves up to a state of panic.
Slow burn and atmosphere.
Yeah. So that I'm looking forward to. I did see the trailer. I thought it looked great. I thought it looked good enough for me not to watch any more trailers in case they gave something away. I think I'm gonna like it a lot. A character named Black Phillip, who is a goat. And I read an interview with the director, and apparently this goat was like Satan personified to work with. He would just headbutt crew members and refuse to cooperate and bite people.
Well, he's a goat.
Yes. So I fully expect this goat to be the scariest thing in the movie. I'm hoping, because I want to be afraid of goats.
Why do you?
I mean, they I don't know, they look like they've got horns and goatees. They're either Satanists or Nickelback fans. There's no in between, you know? It's just one or the other.
I like pygmy goats. They're really cute. Yeah. And they hop around.
Anything you can fit in a bowl is not terribly scary.
Right.
I'm worried about the ending, because a lot of horror movies cannot stick the ending. And one of the biggest things that annoy me about especially low budget horror movies is they'll build up this big mystery, and then it'll be like, it was a ghost and you're all dead, or it was a monster and you're all dead. And it's like, no, we knew that it was a monster or a ghost. That's why we're watching the movie. Give us something more interesting than it appears and now everyone's dead. It's like, give us a story, right? End of the story. Don't just kill everyone off and then reveal the monster. I find that supremely aggravating, just because it seems like an easy way out. They were writing it, and then they reached a certain point and they were like, well, we've packed in enough scares. Let's end it right here. Anyway, let's watch The Witch. Initial impressions. Did you like it, and was it any good?
No and yes.
Okay, I loved it, and I also thought it was very good. So why don't you talk a little bit about the experience of you watching it? Did it live up to your expectations? How did you feel about it? How do you feel about it now?
I expected it to be creepy. It was very creepy. It was very good, but it was too good. It scared me. I don't like that. I don't know. I need to watch Kittens.
I'm so happy about it. I really even liked the ending a lot. It didn't attempt to pull the answer was under your nose the whole time sort of a thing, which always leaves me feeling cheated, because if I spend a lot of time investing in a character, then it turns out they were behind it all along. You kind of feel robbed a little bit as an audience, and it doesn't do that, which I liked a lot. You can sort of connect the dots as to what happened pretty easily. It's fairly on the nose. It doesn't leave it particularly ambiguous. That said, it's not like, it's not like a happy ending, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it does leave you feeling like the story has ended, and it all makes sense, and I felt very satisfied with the story. Now, the movie I don't think was fun to watch.
Mm-mm.
Not at all, but it's very thrilling. It's not action-oriented. It's not even super gory, right?
Mm-mm.
Like, there's some disturbing visuals for sure, but it's not even super gory. It just does a really good job of building atmosphere and dread and tension. I was never sure how I felt about the characters. They're complicated people, and they have things that I didn't like about each of them and things that I did like about each of them. And I liked that a lot. I thought they were very well written. The acting was very, very good. The Old English, they spoke it, even the children, they spoke it as though they lived in that time, and that's what they spoke, and it felt very natural, not like a stage play or Hamlet or something like that. It felt too natural.
It made it hard to follow.
A little bit. And especially with how thick the dad's voice was. He had this super deep and gravelly voice, and it was a joy to listen to, but nearly impossible to understand combined with the Old English.
Yeah, I think it's a movie that you have to watch multiple times, but you don't want to watch multiple times because of how well done it is.
Yes.
Which is frustrating.
It does what it sets out to do very, very well. But depending on what kind of person you are, you might feel differently about about the end result.
I would recommend it to certain friends.
Like, what kind of person do you think would like this?
Well, I'm weird. I like being scared, but I don't like being scared. I like the movie now that have gotten a chance to kind of adjust to it, and I would watch it again now.
Yeah, because I remember near the end of the movie, you were not watching. You had your hand firmly over your eyes.
Correct.
For several scenes.
Yes. Yes. It was very scary because it was just so weird and creepy. So...
Yeah,
but
it gets under your
good.
skin.
It was good.
Cool. I think, yeah, you've got to be a strange type of horror fan, because there are multiple kinds of people who like horror. Like, there are people who like horror just for gore, or exploitation type grindhouse, which isn't really my thing. This is definitely my thing. It's a movie that will only please that small subsection of the horror community, I think. Yeah, don't name your goat Black Phillip, because that just kind of sounds ominous right there.
It's the worst idea ever. Don't, if he already has the name Black Phillip, run away. Don't.
Although now it's kind of a great name for a family pet.
A naked cat.
I don't know. I guess I was expecting the movie to try and be shifty and dodgy, and while it did have some surprises, it had its story, and it went straight ahead with it, and I really enjoyed that as well. I didn't feel cheated by the ending. Even though the ending is really terrible for almost everyone involved, I kind of felt happy for her.
It had a good resolve in a weird way.
In a weird way. My expectations were pretty much justified.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to like it. I ended up really liking it. It was pretty much what I thought it was going to be, only it exceeded my expectations in terms of quality and story. So I'm fully satisfied. How about you?
I expected it to be well done and terrifying. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it, but that's what I expected. So it succeeded. It was well done, and I was terrified. I was, seriously, I wanted bedroom doors closed. I wanted, doors extra locked. It was scary, but in a good way.
Then, you'll
Then you watch this. I'm kidding. I just thought that'd be funny. No. I ruined everything. You watch The Witch, because it was really good. It was really, really good.
The twist is that M. Night Shyamalan keeps making movies.